What's going on, everybody? Free to play OG here, back on day 133 of the free to play account series. And today we're going to be looking at Bishop in his new uniform and talking about it. We're going to be doing some of the regular stuff that we do, hopefully getting Storm's gear done, hopefully building Ghost Panther up, and hopefully getting some clarity for some people about this craft event, for people that are confused. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up, y'all. What's going on, Ray? What's up, Kirby? What's up, Ryu? What's up, Oz? What's going on, Kush? Hope y'all are doing good. What's up, Captain Capcom? That's terrible advice, but congratulations, my friend. Sedariku, what's going on? Koki, what's up? Ariels, what's up? Syria, what's going on? Sahaj, what is happening, my friend? Cameron, thanks for hanging out. HN0710, thanks for hanging out with us. And Sean, how are you, my friend? Let's get rolling. What's up, Lancelot? What's up, Jason? Good to see you guys. All right, so first things first, let's get paid. Grab some dispatch rewards here. So I did manage to get a couple dispatch pips last night, which is really nice. I finally got this up to, not that one, where was it? This up to 6 hours. This one's getting close. I gave up. I think I can get 1 or 2 more pips here. I think I need 2 more. Yeah, 9 to get it to 6 hours, which would be really, really nice. But with the Pierce and stuff being low and some of the builds being a little bleh, some of these have been tough, like 3 human characters, stuff like that, characters with healing abilities. They can be difficult to finish, but the other thing we did is went through and redid all these sectors like I've been talking about, and we actually got a whole other sector from 5 to 10. So we did get another 10% boost to one of our sectors, which is really, really nice. Highly recommend you guys keep track of that. This is like blasphemy, but I'm going to leave these 2 mythic cards in the dispatch shop. Yeah, I can't believe it, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going down. Because, oh yeah, we got to look at it in the inventory. Let's look at our cards. I shouldn't, well, no, I'm going to pass on them because it's over 1 million gold and we've been hurting for gold so much lately, but I'm not like just completely passing on mythic cards. Just to be clear, this stack is maybe enough to roll a really good bottom roll on like 1 card. So, you know, this looks like a crazy amount, but I mean, it is, but we need more. We need like 5 times this many. So, but for now, going to prioritize gold just a little bit. As those can be expensive from the dispatch shop. What's going on, Drago? What's up, Mr. Munch? We are just chilling, man. I went and waded into the depths for you guys. I watched a bunch of videos in languages I don't speak last night to try and gather some information on Bishop for you guys, because no, I probably won't be purchasing Bishop. As much as it would be fun, since there isn't a lot of information right this moment about him, to pick him up, I do not think he's a good buy for our account personally. However, I am pleased to report that he doesn't look like total dog turds, but we'll get into that in just a moment here. I am going to go ahead and grab... Actually, before we do that, let's talk about the craft event, because I got some questions about the craft event. And there's a couple things I didn't touch on that are really important with this thing. First and foremost, a bunch of people were confused about where you get these, whatever they're called. Sorry. What are these called? Unknown particles from. They actually come from a bonus mission in here with your other bonus missions. Right here. And I was able to bang every single one of these out by simply going into my swords. And I had a little bit of work to do. So I just went ahead and bulk enchanted like 5 swords, I think, or something like that. And then, yeah, I wanted to reroll one of my swords. So I just rerolled on one of the swords a couple times. I think we landed this, which was a slight improvement over what we had, but I'm trying to get double here with good numbers. So we can get, I really want to get like upwards of 20% cooldown on the swords, which is insane and not necessary, but it's something I personally want because I think it's funny, as well as helpful. I mean, it truly is helpful because I won't come through and like, or I don't know what year of this account we'd come back through and lock stats on our swords with crystals. I'm not sure when that comes, but way down the road. So for now, I'm just focusing on having cooldown on the swords so we don't have to worry about having it on the cards. But anyways, that managed to get every single one of these challenges done for me. The ones that people were wondering are about re-rolling a sword. You just need to re-roll an awakened sword. You need to re-roll stats on it. If you don't want to re-roll one of your swords that you have equipped, just go ahead and build up a sword to 6 stars, gems. You're gonna have to do that anyways, and then just re-roll that sword. If it's not better than what you had, just go ahead and toss a re-roll at it, and then you'll get all of these complete. We can go ahead and acquire these. I figured I would just wait and show you guys on stream. Yeah, it's just basically, you know, upgrade to 1 gem, upgrade to 2 gems, yada, 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 all the way to +6, and then awaken the sword and re-roll it is basically all you have to do to finish this whole thing. Grab the 150. Golly, there we go. So that's cleaned out, all done with 12 days to go. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's another one of those things, unfortunately, where it's going to be done like day 1 for a bunch of people, and it's nice. The rewards are nice, all that jazz, but it's going to be over so quickly, man. Now, one thing I haven't looked at, so we get 600 total, and that's a static number, yeah? There's no like dailies that we're getting. Am I seeing that right? That's it, man. The bonus mission, and that's what you get. So that means, whoop, we go back in here. We probably want to craft the Rune of Return. Let's see. I was curious about these. I want to see what is inside them. 25 at 3. Okay. Yeah. Carbo, Soul of Valtine. Yeah. Okay. So these look really similar. I wish I could remember the exact numbers from the last one we got that was like this, guys, but I can't. But I think it's really, really similar, if not the same. I'm a little bit like confused as to why this one's 15 million to craft the chests instead of 10. That seems a bit criminal. But I wonder if the amounts are different. I think they're the same. It was 25 and 50 before, if I recall. Yeah, I'm probably going to stay away from these. I don't know. I think they're like, actually at 15 mil, I don't know, man. You have to weigh your gold versus tier 4 mats. That's because it's a gamble. I'm not sure how much I like these chests. That's a lot of gold to potentially get a little bit, you know, a little bit of gain materials wise. So who's getting 6 gem swords up in here? Who is that? Who got one? Yo, Frozen Archer, grats, dude. Nice. Yeah, with the Rune of Return and the Radiant Runes, you were able to get a 6-star sword. Grats, bro. Yeah, these are big items. These Rune of Returns were expensive when they came out. Big time. So let's go ahead and craft up the Rune of Return. We're going to want it. This is an extremely rare item. Going to go ahead and grab that. Get that in our bags. Acquired. I want these really bad. I like these. I think this is an excellent thing to have. I don't think anyone should sleep on this, which... that uses all of our, is that everything? Wow, yeah, that uses it all. So no chests, which I'm perfectly comfortable with. And if that's the case, then this is probably the route I would recommend for almost everybody. I would not go spending gold for some materials over getting freaking Radiant Rune chests. Hell no. So let's go ahead and snag these for sure. Let's see what we get. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Are you kidding me? What? That's one of the biggest W's, guys, we've seen in a long time. That is crazy. I thought we were going to get blue. This is the one time we were going to see 6 blue things roll in a row. Dude, that's wild. Let's go. For those of you who don't know why that's so exciting, the pink sword is one of the better swords as it provides energy attack, and we don't have it. So for us, this is huge. This is enough runes to actually use. Let's go take a look at what we got here. That's exciting. Because we're at the point where we need to manipulate, like Frozen Archer was talking about, we need to sort of manipulate our outcomes. Just rolling up these swords with random luck is insanely difficult. So at this point, right, when we get a... oh, we're like one off from the last, 2 off from the last star. No, we're not. Those are the regs. Holy, that's awesome. Yeah, so we can create a 35% chance, you guys, for a pink gem on the last roll of a sword, which is huge. huge. And I think we have enough here actually to roll a 25 on the 4th gem. Plus we also have the Rune of Return. Interesting. I'm gonna wait. I'll probably save more runes to really go for a 6-gem sword. Because what I would like to have is potentially like, what are these called? The non-radiants? I forget what they're called. Element runes for pink to do the 5th and the 6th gem. And then if we miss on the 6, we can use the Rune of Return and then use the 35% chance or something like that, or use the 35, then the Rune of Return, then use the 25% chance. Anyways, that's very exciting, man. Really want to get those 6-gem swords, and they're very difficult to get without those kind of manipulations. So very cool. Hey, grats, Sean. Let's go, guys. Nice. Nice, man. Hell yeah. Tutors. Toot, toot. Let's go, man. That's 2 6-star swords in the stream. Nice event, eh? Let's go. So yeah, I definitely recommend the Radiant Runes over some materials, especially since the materials cost you 15 million gold and you don't have enough, the particles, unknown particles to do both. So I would definitely just take your Rune of Return, your Element Runes, bam, and that's all there is to that. That is nice and easy. And then as far as using those items, it's a bit more complicated. I don't know if I went over the Rune of Return specifically in the Swords Guide, but basically all the Rune of Return does, for people who don't know, is when you're crafting up a sword, let's say this sword had 5 pink gems, right? And I really wanted that 6th pink gem. I go for it and I miss it. The Rune of Return will basically remove the last gem and let me enchant it again, basically taking a second chance at getting a 6-gem sword. That's what the Rune of Return is used for. All right, folks. So how's our special pass doing here? Getting down to, is this a regular Odin's Blessing, or is this actually like I mean, it's not going to be a glory. No, it's just a regs. Because it's not very exciting if it's awakened. I don't know, maybe it is. I have so much of this Eternal Flame stuff, it's insane. Oh, and then this, I did look at the odds. They're really low to get an Odin's Blessing. So you got like a 1% chance or something to get an OB out of this chest. But they're in there, so you can get them. Anyways, we'll get there when we get there as far as that last Odin's Blessing is concerned. Okay, so that's the craft event. We haven't talked about Bishop yet. We will very, very soon. Let's get in the inventory. Let's do Alliance inventory, and then we'll talk about Bishop. No. Awesome, though. We always be getting those challenges done. We're getting close on feathers. I don't know, but we're just chilling. I'm not using them for anything. Or that's that. Get our tokens for the day. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And then move on to our inbox. We've got a double Odin's Blessing today. We have the one from yesterday, and we got one from the login, the check-in reward for the CTP check-in. So let's go ahead and just let this rip, man. We got a couple Shadowlands chests in here, some ABL rewards, couple booty boxes. I don't know. See what our Odin's Blessing chests got for us. Hands up, let it rip. Let's go. What do we got? Fizz attack crit damage, not bad. Pretty poopy, as to be expected. Nice, got a 3 for there. Little awakened ISO. Still waiting on that P card, bro. Still waiting on that P card. Nice, some gold. No, some more gold. We like gold. A lot. That's another Fizz attack crit damage. Nice, okay. Nice, no stinkers really. Nice, yeah, just some gold in the inventory. And then we are getting this other check-in with X genes and stuff. Like I was saying, I will probably be going for Storm to upgrade her uniform, since you can't like get her bios from the support shop and stuff. I think that'll be a good avenue for us as far as this selector is concerned. The only other thing I would do is like, I don't know, maybe rank up Phantom X or something. Not very exciting, so that's probably what we use those for. All right, so here's the deal with Bishop, guys. I spent a good amount of time last night watching various streams, like I said, in other languages and stuff like that. I did watch a player with a stacked account playing him at tier 4 in PvE. I believe he had a rage on him. I'm going to assume it was a mighty or a brilliant. I didn't get a chance to see. And he did really respectable damage in PvE as far as I could tell. I don't think he's going to be like the #1 damage dealer. However, I wouldn't know. But he appears to do a good amount of damage, stacking up the buffs. I think it's like 3, 5, 4, I believe. Stacking up the buffs and then putting out a good amount of damage on that 4th skill, stacking everything up. So I think it was like 1 minute and a couple seconds I saw the guy do Dormammu in, and then he did like stage 99 null and wrapped it up really, really fast, and then was doing stage 44 Black Swan. And, you know, that's when you actually see his damage output, and it looked like it was okay. It looked like it was okay. Nothing crazy good. But it was pretty good. I will say I do like his skills quite a bit. The counter is really interesting to me just because it's unique and kind of cool. Let's turn off the cooldowns here. Basically, as a counterattack, he just unloads his pistols, man. That's the counter. And I gotta say, I like it. I do like the skills on this uni a lot. I actually think they're really neat looking. I love this one where Cyclops just beams him straight in the back and then pumps it up. Very cool skill. And I particularly like this one where the 3 Sentinels come down and blast you and then you just explode. It's absolutely awesome. So into the skills. And then the other thing I do have to report is I was watching some people mess around with him in PvP. One of them with like a rage or something, or like a... It was not a destruction. It was, I think he might have had a PvE the first one and it didn't go well. And then I watched another player using a mighty destruction on Bishop. And I will say, he can kill people. Definitely. That counterattack is spicy. It can do quite a bit of damage. I don't know what it's going to look like, you know, endgame PvP, and I can safely, I think, say that Bishop isn't going to break the game. I think we all knew that. He's going to be, I think, what people would expect, which is a reasonably good hybrid with high damage output. So he's got like spiky damage output. And I think in PvP, that's just going to come down to like being able to clap away a life on maybe a character with revive or immortality, you know, like trigger an artifact for immortality or wipe out a life. Also going to be able to take out some other native tier 1s with the counterattack. Seems pretty similar to Magic in a lot of ways, honestly. Not exactly the same, no transformation or anything, but with the counterattack and the spiky damage that he does, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I'm not going to buy the uni. It's not going to be a game breaker. Not in any way. I personally don't think. He does appear to absorb energy damage 1 in 5 times. When he takes it, not in the skill preview. It doesn't work here. But it did look like to me like he was actually absorbing the damage. However, I haven't like confirmed that completely. But I was watching for it, and it did look like he was actually mitigating some of the damage. Oh, no, dogs. No. No. Not even Bishop uniform. This is probably a skipper for free-to-plays. I mean, he just doesn't... He's a blast character, hero. He's not really going to have a home besides building out wide in Alliance Conquest and Team Battle Arena. And even in Team Battle Arena, it's probably going to be dependent on restrictions. So that's likely where you'll see the most of him. And that's just my opinions based on what I saw from other people. So I did dig around, I did watch some stuff, but yeah, he's looking all right. He's not looking totally garbage, but there's the obvious limitations. He doesn't have immortality, he doesn't have revive, and really that's why Magic will probably end up being far superior. Is she has immortality, he does not, he will die. So I do not see him performing overly well at all in PvP. PvE is likely going to be where he shows up a little more, and the damage there, I can't see it being more impressive than some of the big heavy hitters we've seen lately. Even like Cyclops, like I'm not sure he's even going to compete with Cyclops in the damage department. So we'll see when the big boys start testing him and stuff. Like I said, that's kind of the best I could do as a free-to-play scrub. Hopefully that helps with a little bit of information on the uniform. And yeah, moving on. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to Odin's Blessings. Somebody had some questions about OBs. They were asking about where they equipped them and asking if they had like put it in a bad spot. And I just wanted to tell you guys, new players and stuff, with Odin's Blessings, I think for the general rule for people, like a lot of people save them. They save them up. You'll notice they have like a stockpile of Odin's Blessings. And usually that's because a lot of people will save their Odin's Blessings for the more game-breaking characters. Like, I believe the Odin's Blessings I've put on characters are mostly on Doctor Strange, because I was more than certain he was going to be an absolute powerhouse, so gave him the magic Odin's Blessings to give him the double energy attack, because it was a safe home for him. And then I gave Null the double physical attack, strike Odin's Blessings, because Null is literally the strongest PvP character on the account at the moment. And again, I feel like these are a safe home for him. It gives him a big spike of physical attack, yada yada. I'll spare you all the reasoning, but what I wanted to point out is that generally people save these things up. What you want to avoid is doing stuff like this. What I did with Thor. It's okay, but I don't know. I'm not going to probably not going to stack Thor with a bunch of Odin's Blessings. So like I've got a couple magic Odin's Blessings here that could be on someone else. Or I could give him more OBs as our farmer. I mean, I may go down this road. Anyways, what you want to avoid is having like one Odin's Blessing here, one Odin's Blessing there, like that. What is this? Get out of here. What is this? I just put an energy attack crit rate. I was probably hungry for crit rate or something when I was using it in an ABL. This was dumb. I shouldn't have done this. Anyways, yeah, it's actually a perfect way to point this out. This was a stupid mistake. I could have saved this for another character that I was stacking up with Odin's Blessings. And that gives those characters a bunch of extra stats in attack, because you can get extra attack stats outside of your 2 energy or physical attack Urus, since you're limited to 2. Anyhow, that's enough about that. Let's move on. What do we got going on next? What's up, Swift? What's going on, Duck? Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing good. Normal Noob, what's going on? Nothingness as well. What's up, my friend? Sarkle, good to see ya. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming and hanging out. All right, let's see here. What's next on the agenda? So we got our OBs. They should be all locked up. All our OBs should be locked up tight. But that's why we double check. There we go. Lock up them premium items, folks. Lock up them premium items. Many a dumb mistake have been made. Many a dumb mistake. Let's get this out of here so that Pip's not bugging the crap out of me. All right. Next thing we're going to do is our GBR. Really low on energy this morning. Did we just not get any from dispatch? Guess not. Huh. It happens to the best of us, you know. Some days you just can't get the energy to get it all together. You know what I mean? All right. Anybody want to come tag along for GBR? Oh, give us... Let's take Thor's. And just invite the list. Boom. See if we can get anybody. Whoa, Enrico. What's going on, bro? Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. Boom. Thank you, Enrico, for the 20 gift memberships. Llamas, grats on the membership. Gabriel, grats on the membership. Miguel, grats on the membership. Argmer, grats on the membership. Hitachi, grats on the membership. Amantor, grats on the membership. I can't say that, but grats on the membership all the same. Kosk, let's go with that. Vid, grats on the membership. True, grats on the membership. Asa, grats on the membership. Lovey, grats on the membership. Normal Noob, Shavendra, Pokemaster, grats everybody on the memberships. Let's go. Thanks, Enrico. You crazy, bro. Hey, what up, Pipes? Man, thank you so much. Holy. Holy. Get those emotes, baby. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate you, Enrico, as always. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. You're a legend. I gotta get us a couple more emotes, man. We gotta keep them coming. We're gonna need an Enrico emote here pretty soon. Oh, shoot. All right. I gotta race pipes here. Goodness, thank you so much, Enrico. 5 more gift memberships. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Everyone's a member around here, baby. Everyone's a member around here. Zekromeister, Mizder, grats on the membership. Mr. Monch, grats. Lancelot, grats. Christian, grats. Carter, grats. Appreciate you, Enrico. Thank you, brother. Minimum frame rate, maximum effort. That should be our slogan. Let's get out of here before I die. Hey, yes you do, man. You get a membership, and you get a membership, and you get a membership. Let's go. For real. Thanks, Enrico. You crazy, man. Always with the hype, bro. Love it. How'd we do? Ooh, low today. Let's do a second one, maybe. Jump back in here. Yeah, I might as well. I actually really like that. Let's get in here and grab another one really quick. It just helps with the rest of the day. It's a good time to jump in here and do this. Let's do Venom. Get Baku in here. See if I can't trick a couple more of you guys into coming in and carrying me. What's up, Vardy? What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming and hanging out, man. It's good to see you. What's up, the Gotch? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. 1 month is CTP of patience. That's the way she goes. Hey, thanks, Pipes. Appreciate you, brother. Double carry, 2 in 1 day. Let's go. I know, man. It's green up in here, baby. It's green. I like green. It's one of my favorite colors, man. The place I live is so green. Everywhere I go, green, 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 green. I got another video of some green coming for the Mythic Plus members. But I'm trying to get this other video wrapped up first so I can get that one to you and then do the outdoorsy video. I get to test my clickbait thumbnails out on you guys because it's like a small control group, so I can practice with really crazy clickbait titles. Get my practice on for when I go to the dark side. Whoa! Zip! Someone's doing damage and it's not me. Uh-oh. Charles is coming for blood. Look out. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm getting demoted though, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I'm getting demoted this week. Hey! Thanks, Vardy. Appreciate the membership. Man, yeah, and you got your CTP of energy, brother. Yes, yes, let's go. Woo. What do you mean it's not you? Like I just killed myself. Just reading chat. Oh, really? Oh, golly. Is that just showing me that you just got your CTP of energy? Is that what that is? Huh. I don't know, man. You crazy, Enrico. You crazy. Turning everything green. Yeah, it's the 2nd month. Yeah, you got your CTP of energy. Nice. Congrats on that, bro. No more patience for you. What's going on in here? I see free stuff. I clicky. Oh, yeah. I'm still taking 2 of these artifact chests. 350k every day. Take a shot at that 4-star artifact, man. almost always a miss, but every once in a while. Matt's the Premium Awards is pretty good in my opinion. Gotcha. Which one are you talking about, Sarkle? I'll look back a little further. Huh. Oh, the World Boss event. Yeah, good question, actually. How much is one membership? Weird, it doesn't show you that option. The membership, the lowest tier of membership is set at $1. It's the lowest I can set it to. Yeah, in the World Boss event here. I actually haven't paid much mind to the paid track. What is it? 10 bucks? 10 doll hairs? What do you get? 300 crystals? Ooh. It's quite a bit of tier 4 mats. You'd have to weigh it against things in the shop. I mean, I wouldn't have any advice. You didn't even ask me. I'm just being nosy, but it doesn't seem awesome because $10 for 300 crystals is right out the gate. Just seems like kind of oof to me. But what is that, like 400 of each tier 4 mat, or is it 3? 400? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 600 Soul of the Faltine. Dang. 2, 3. Weird. Way less life seed and carbo. Interesting. That's weird. Lets you catch up on some Soul of the Faltine. Oh. Yeah, I didn't read the thing. Ah, I see. I wonder if that includes Godstone and stuff, or if it's just the tier 4 mats. What did it say? What was the wording? Growth materials. And it does not show the Godstone and stuff. I would doubt that it would work on the Godstone. Yeah, thanks, Sarkle. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Let's see here. We don't need to really worry about dumping any energy because we don't has none. Let's do our World Boss Legend, man. So we got Infinity Ultron today. I did decide that I want to wait for Null or Mephisto. And then when we get those guys, we will literally take all 5 clears and just jump over here and do what we need to do. The rewards for Mephisto and Null are significantly worse. Probably should have been like more locked into that mentality before. We kind of were. We were mostly doing it when we had Mephisto and Null, but I'm just going to go ahead and rip the band-aid off, and as soon as we get those guys, we'll go ahead and just use up those clears to unlock Apocalypse, get that done, and never come back. That's the plan. All right, but for today, we're just going to do all 5 clears Infinity Ultron because we're really after those tier 4 mats as well, so we don't want to miss on them when we've got a boss that gives us a little more. So, let's just jump into our World Boss Legend clears. What do we got? Storm, yaw. This is what we were doing, I think. They go pretty quick. I like to do the worst ones first. Just probably, this is a yucky clear. Ugh. Let's see here. Yeah, 8% fizz, that'll work with some ignore dodge. Yeah, Ultron can be a pain, man. And for me, I used to struggle a ton. Like, you guys have seen how my gameplay is. It is not the best in Marvel Future Fight, right? Never has been. But for me, Infinity Ultron was the first time I had to stop with a boss, and I literally had to break down everything he was doing. And it was the optimization phase that was killing me every time. And I had to literally look at every color of stone, figure out exactly what the move that was that it did and how to avoid it. And for almost all of them that did the trick, there's still a few that give me trouble to this day. But yeah, this boss definitely has mechanics. Hey, how'd you miss the 6? Move. Woo! Go. He'll take your life, Natasha. No hesitation. I don't know why I switched back to my speed type to do the super dangerous, like, yeah, Simon Says thing. That was pretty interesting. Interesting choice, but hey. Like to live dangerously, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not even going to get into the 3 and 4 before he goes into the middle. And then we're just going to play this safe because we can. Go ahead and... We're not going to make it. Oh my gosh, I don't know how we made that. Yeller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 5. That off. We got red, so we run off the red. And there we go. 5 and 3. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. It almost looked like we knew what we were doing. It was close. The clockwise rotation. I don't know if I know the clockwise rotation as opposed to the counterclockwise rotation. That is some pretty bad rewards there, folks. There you go, Charlie. There you go. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? Getting that null uni. Yeah. Big beastie. And then we use some other fizz damage strikers here. Physical damage appropriate strikers. Nice, 200 on your elite gear. Grats, Gamers Hub. That's dope. What's up, Jan? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming and hanging out. No, no, no. No, 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 blue stacks. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. I don't want to die. I did the same thing again. Oh gosh, that's hitting us. We're going down. The tornadoes got us, man. Nice, Grass Munch. Grats, man. Let's go. I feel like the last couple weeks have been W's for you guys, which is fantastic, man. We've had a couple, but I'm seeing a lot of really big W's in Discord and stuff. Love it. All right, let me try not to, get myself killed this time. Yeah, Vid, that was Enrico, man. What was that, 25 gift memberships? Woo! Let's go. Taking a break. We were talking about the returning agent rewards or whatever yesterday. Oh my gosh, this is brutal. Ugh, there we go. Get back in that safe spot. If we can clip this guy before he optimizes. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It looks like it's all right, Charlie. I can't buy it, so I can't like test it, but it looks okay. I don't think it's gonna like break the mold, and I don't think it's gonna be awful. I think the fact that he doesn't have Revive or Immortality pretty much kind of puts the kibosh on him for PvP, and PvE he looks like he does pretty respectable damage, but I don't think he's gonna be like the best damage dealer in the game. So doesn't have much of a home really. Like Cyclops is going to be a better purchase because he's a support, is my guess. And the PvP value from Bishop will be limited at best. Unless there is a chance that he, like, you know, does some crazy stuff that I'm not seeing with the, like, energy damage mitigation or something. If it actually is mitigating energy damage, there's a chance that, like, that pans out into, you know, something usable. Maybe against, like, sentries and stuff at tier 4. But I really doubt it. Really doubt it. I watched some guy take him, he took a level 80 bishop against a tier 4 sentry, and of course, instantly fell on the floor. Instantly, just clapped. And he said something like, wow, really bad performance. And I was like, no shit, Sherlock. You think he performed pretty bad against a tier 4 sentry at level 80? No surprises were had. I just thought that was hilarious. Dude. I don't know what just happened there, but Doctor Strange just broke him. That's the fastest clear I've ever done on this boss, ever, probably, in the history of this game. And yeah, so there you go. 16-second clear on Infinity Ultra on stage 9. Okay. I don't know. Works for me. Let's grab that Titans record. We still need blasts, I think. Gosh, that's like the second one of those we've gotten this week. No, I'm not going to be picking up Bishop's uniform for this account. No, Lancelot. Yeah, dude, Strange is insane. 20-foot Burmese Python. What's going on? Love it. What's up, Fernando? Should I get the CTP or the tier 4 mats from Team Battle Arena? I think a lot of people, Fernando, favor the CTP from Team Battle Arena. It's one of the better conversions for a CTP from the shops, so it's a pretty good thing to watch out for. Grab a CTP there, especially if you're a free-to-play player, because we have much less CTP income. I have another account, but I don't play it, and I haven't in years. It's very old. But we were able to access it, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, way back on one of the streams. We actually went and looked at it, if I recall. What do we have for her? Nick and Valkyrie, which is so overkill. But what do you mean, you know. Not like we don't want this guy to fall over. I should have used Ronin with sunglasses. I don't know what I was thinking. But we'll just stick him in here just to use some body, man. We need a body. Oh, speaking of a body, derp. Grab sentry. Work on that second potential. Still don't know what we're gonna do once he finds that potential, but we're gonna figure it out. That is what we're gonna do. Sure. Just take Colossus for some phys attack. Yeah, that was it. I think so, Sahaj. Yeah, and I had probably Scuba Stereo as the, like, icon on it, is my guess. I think so. Is that it? Or was it, like, free-to-play Scuba? No. Okay, whoa. That's, so we know about 2 of my old accounts. That's 2 of them. That's, both my free-to-plays. The only one I don't think I have access to is, my account that I spent money on. I don't know what. Like, let's try this again. Clearly was paying a lot of attention to that World Boss Legend fight. Back in here. Yeah, most people are recommending Doctor Strange before Storm if you're like choosing between the 2. I don't even have an amp, bro. That guitar is actually my dad's. And the amp I have is actually the amp that he had with that guitar. And it's very old, and I don't think the tubes in it work anymore. Yeah, plus I don't know how to play the guitar, man. That's a total lie. That's a fib. That's like a streamer lie right there. I don't know how to play guitar, man. I could play some chords. Bring, bring, bring. But generally, no, I don't know how to play. I used to want to play the guitar. That was like my first instrument that I really tried to like be cool and learn how to play an instrument with. Didn't work out. Discipline and all, you know? All right. Streamer exposed for real, dude. Here come the videos like biggest liar in streaming history. Love it. Love it. Nice. Some Godstone. Man, those rewards today are just... Hey, not good, man. Yeah, there it is. Free to play scuba. Thanks, Sahaj. Yeah. Shoot, I'm going to go take a look at that here in a second. Just because I think it's funny. That one's the more recent one. Free to play scuba. And then the Miss Hiss one, I think, is old, man. Old. That's like from that first video that I sent to Alex like years and years ago with Loki doing dispatch. I was hoping I would more go the other way, but that's all right. I remember what I'm doing here. Missed my 3. I should have just killed him. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have finished him off so easy there. Tragedy. Tragedy. Absolute tragedy. We could have been free. Who knows what we'd be off doing right now. Surely having some kind of grand adventure. You know, looking at inventories, looking at rosters, all that good stuff. Nick, are you gonna die? What are you doing, brother? Yeah. Should have. I hate this one so much. Yeah, there we go. Oh, because somehow, man, I get tagged by that so often. It drives me crazy. There we go. Anywho, no one saw that. Moving on. No, blah, Jean Grey. I don't want Jean Grey with a rage. No. She is good, though. She is good. Just very expensive. All right. Let's see. Some Nornstones. Woo! Let's go. And that's going to do it for the World Bosses today. Let's see. We did not get a lot of juice here to work with, unfortunately. Yep. Pretty low on the old Carbonagium there. Pretty low. So... we'll use what we got. That's how we're building Storm. I'm not keeping track. I promise I'll keep track of the next one. I'm so bad about that. I know people enjoy like keeping track of the numbers and stuff. I am so not like that typically. I just go. It costs what it costs. I don't like me knowing doesn't change what it cost me. It just allows me to languish in it being terrible. So yeah, maybe on the next one I'll mark down what I've got because I know people are into that. So something I can do for you guys. Let's just see what we get here. Hopefully we can get, you know, we'll see how far we get into the last step here if we get there. I don't remember what we hit. I think this was like 12 yesterday or something. Not very desirable. So we're already pretty deep into this one. Might have even been a little more, if I'm not mistaken. So. Yeah, 9. So that was actually pretty rough. I think that was over 20 on that one. Decent. That's a decent start. Not bad at all. So we'll come finish that up. We'll be done with that one tomorrow. If we get lucky, we get Kang, maybe we get some actual Carbonadium. We can move through this a little more, get a little more Soul of the Foul team today. And then I think our shops are pretty well tapped for a while. So we're just kind of chilling, man, taking it day by day with Storm. And we'll have our tier 4 here pretty soon, though. I don't think we got any life seed today, which is brutal, but there you go. That's what you get with these, I can't believe I'm saying it, but Infinity Ultron, I guess, counts as a low-tier World Boss Legend now, because he does. The other thing, guys, that we can do today is freaking rank up Ghost Panther. I was thinking about it, like, why not, right? We've got the gold now, like, we're well above the gold we need to tier 4 Storm, so we're good there. I mean, we don't want to, like, bottom out again by any means, but we do want to keep our account growth progressing, and we still have quite a few tier 3 mats we can use. So, if we want, we can go ahead and dig into this bad boy. Oh, sure. Let's do that. That'll be fun. Why not, man? At least the one. Was it like probably with the T, huh? Did I do it like that? Yeah. That's a lie. It's been almost 2 years since I logged into this account easily. 1 tier 4 and it's Loki. Crazy. I must have done that like right before I stopped playing. He was more relevant then. This is like 2 years ago, so this would have been right after this uniform came out, which would have spiked his power again, so he would have been pretty impressive for dispatching stuff at this point. Yeah, X the Death's Wolverine. I was working into PvP. I had Ghost Rider's uniform. I picked up Spider-Man back to basics and was using him a little bit. This uniform was new at the time. I had picked up Polaris. Not bad. Red Goblin. Sif. Valkyrie. Wasp. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I was doing with Dr. Voodoo's uniform. Probably experimenting in dispatch is what this looks like. I was probably doing the kind of thing I do now, and I was experimenting. I think he gets a little bump. What the hell? Yeah, I must have been. He gets a little bump from this uniform to his, I'm not going to go in and look, leadership, I believe. So it's a little more effective with that uniform. Weird, though, that I picked it up. Anyhow, yeah, and I was probably, getting a lot of value out of Spider-Gwen at the time, because this was, like, shortly after Across the Spider-Verse came out. Good stuff, but super early account, man, super early account. What is this garbage? Ew. I mean, these aren't the worst, but they're kind of the worst. I think I was maybe trying to go PvP when I stopped playing this account. I was after Jean Grey, so I was probably trying to shift my cards into... Golly, man. Progress has changed a lot, and I know more about this game now. Shoot, I had swords. Look at me go with my 5-gem red sword. Ha! Look at that. All right, I better get out of there before people think we're doing account help. Run away! Run away! I know, this guy needs 911 with his cards for sure, dude. That's funny. All right, let's go build a panther. Let's build a panther. Any other options? Like, I think Ghost Panther's a really good play here. Other than that, because this is for World Boss Legend, so I'm pretty sure Ghost Panther's our boy. He's our dude. A really good support, like, gets around. He can support, he's not specific to, like, aliens or villains or heroes. He can support all allies, and he gives a nice 45% damage increase to supervillains, as well as 50% flame damage. Probably because I have no idea. That was 2 years ago. That's the honest answer. That was really early on that account. That was probably only like a couple months in. I probably hadn't gotten very many P cards. I don't know why they're not crafted. I can't answer that question. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. Plead the fifth. All right, let's go ahead and get into this potential here, dudes. This is where we use our Norn Stones. We're gonna gamble for fun, you know we are. Well, no we're not, because we need gold, man. Do we just take the average? Well, God, because you can get a steal, man, with 10%. Oh, golly. It doesn't matter so much with these ones either, because they're cheap. Cheaper. They're not cheap. No, Gamers Hub, that's true if you have like a whale account where you have everything in the game. That's not the case for us. We need World Boss Legend supports. He's just talking about like in the meta, I think. Like if you look at the actual meta teams, he is only used with like flame damage allies for the most part because there's better supports for everybody else. But we're free to play. We're only 4 months into this account. We need Ghost Panther to support our World Boss Legend teams. All right, I'm like sitting here and getting analysis paralysis, so it's going to be up to you guys. Oh, I can't see. There we go. You guys tell me. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I know which one's more entertaining. What's it gonna be? I love how split the opinions are on this. Yeah, I love the like 95%. People like, do 98, do 98. Oh yeah, it's pretty complicated. I tend to agree because especially if you can get the 10% right on the button, which you can, which I probably wouldn't for this, but that's the thing Cap can about this one is I don't really need to save on Nornstones, so I don't need to save the materials, you know, so. All right, we're going to end this so we can move on. But it looks like we're going to go 100% this time, which is fine by me. Save us some time here. We got plenty of freaking Nornstones. Let's get into this, man. Let's get it done. And now I don't even know if we have the biometrics here to feed this guy. We're going to see how it goes. I think we do. I'm going to eat up some of these other ones. This is where I was talking to someone yesterday about how, like, on this account, I have prioritized account growth over a character power a lot, like often. I'm feeding a lot of biometrics to characters that could be used to upgrade uniforms. And that's okay, but it just means that those characters aren't getting as much power as they could be if I wasn't doing that. But this is allowing us to build more characters to 70, to build out wider on our account, to get all the supports we need, to build into PvP, all of that stuff. So I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of power from character to character to have a more built out account, basically, is what it comes down to. Man, these costs are getting rowdy down here. Yeah, the 100% method is for the birds, y'all. Y'all are crazy. I'm just kidding. That's my best advice for anybody about the 10% versus 100% method. Only pick one of those two. Don't listen to trolls telling you to do 98%. And then the other thing is figure it out for yourself, because everyone's got a preference. There are actual reasons to do one or the other that you can go look into if you are interested in figuring that out. We've talked about it a bunch on these live streams for sure. Yeah, that's fine. This is the one I'm kind of rather not. Let's just we'll see how far we can get without it. I think we're gonna have to like get some more biometrics. Yeah, oh yeah, we don't have enough. 3 mil, golly, yeah, and then the last one's like 4 mil. It's so many mils, guys. You guys be forking out these mils all the time. Nutty. Oh. Well, I said I'd do it, so I'll do it, but man, ouch. You guys must have a lot of golden stuff. This is the only place I gamble, man. This is the only place I'm like, yeah, we're going to use them. Screw her. Screw her. We don't need Domino. She's not like helping us at all. So, yeah, sorry, Bishop. Played you. I don't know what the hell I'm saving these for, but I guess I'm saving them. I don't know. We're saving them for now. Same with the Colossus bios. I'm not sure why I'm saving those, but I am? Question mark? Let's see, grab the rest of these stragglers here. We'll get this one done, and then we're going to have to figure out some bios for 68 to 70. Ghost Panther? Yeah, and like in our situation, guys, I don't know if you noticed when we're doing World Boss Legend, we don't quite have enough supports to double support everybody. So this lets us double support our last team. And yeah, he's really, really good. And he's got this flame damage support, you guys. Human Torch should be getting a uniform. He might not, but he should be. And he does flame damage. So we'll see how strong that ends up being. Also, you've got like characters like Jean Grey, Ghost Rider. Flame damage and lightning damage are the two most common elements by far in this game. So pretty confident building this guy up. Not to mention, guys, at some point we got to build up like everybody. It's the name of the game, man. I'm trying to build up all these characters, baby. Trying to beat Marvel Future Fight here. Yeah, that was gold heavy. That was gold heavy. Feel it. Yeah, only 7K here, so we'll have to figure out some more biometrics. Because we're going to be a ways off here on the left. For sure. Unless I eat a bunch of bios I shouldn't be eating. We can eat, like, do I have a reason to save these? Am I tripping? Like, what the hell do I want with Ares bios? Am I leveling up Ares uniform sometime soon? Colossus, now I may level up that uniform. Got optionals and stuff too. So with Colossus, kind of a different story. But, like, I'm not sure I need to save these Ares bios. I think we can eat them. Yeah, just to tier 2 him. Oh, yeah. Because I don't have this guy tier 2. Ugh. Yeah, we better, huh? I better lock those then to get them out of my face. Same with the Colossus bios. I'll lock them up. Just going to use up everything. See where we end up here. Man. Not using File of L. Every little biometric counts. Getting them all, baby. And then, yeah, I'm probably just going to have to do story mode and stuff for the rest of those. I don't really have a way to produce a bunch of extra biometrics, I don't think. I don't think. Oh! Psych! Just kidding. Turns out. Turns out. We had a stash. We're gonna need more than that. Alright, fine. I see how it is. 69. Let's go. What do we got? I am saving those for Storm. I'm not going to do something dumb there. But we can grab 100 more bios here. And then I'll probably just have to get the rest from Dimension missions and story missions throughout the day, which is fine. But we'll go ahead and do his gears all the way up to 24 or whatever we can do on stream here. God, we're so close. What a pain in my butt. Tempted to just eat these. I can get more when I need them if I ever do want to take him to tier 2. And it's certainly not a priority for any reason. What's up, Ruthless Pat? What's going on, friend? Hope you're doing good. What is going on? They sure don't give us much juice. Hey, but it's juice, man. Juice. Yeah, we're gonna have to go find some more biometrics. Let's hold on those for now. We'll use those. Halfway there. All right. We already drained the Dimension shop. So yeah, it is empty. I got no currency, my friend. I got nothing. But it's no big deal. Let's do the gears. I'll just finish up what we don't finish. We'll transcend him tomorrow. I don't know. It's all good. Let's see how we do here. Yeah, because we've still got a bunch of tier 3 mats, guys, hanging out. So let's do it. 9. I should just let these rip. It's not like we're doing... yeah, let's just let them roll. 11, 17, 24. Ouch. All right, next. 8, 12, 19, 19. Yowzers. At least this isn't 25 to 30. Always silver lining, right? 7, 8, 13. We still got one more to go on all these too, guys. So, ouch. 18 on that last one. Golly. Meow. That guy was kind of a butt. Hey, that's all right. 24 down the line. We'll get some more biometrics, and we will come back and finish up our Ghost Panther. Where'd that leave us gold-wise? 20 mil. Nice. Plenty of gold to Tier 4 Storm and all that, so really good deal. Really good deal. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ghost Panther as a support. I think he's amazing. No question. I'm bringing him up at least to level 70, Transcendent Potential. No doubt about it. He's very, very good. I want to be able to use him in World Boss Legend, especially, like I said, because you don't know about the future, man, any flame damage character that comes out absolutely uses Ghost Panther. Yep, right there. 80% flame damage with his lead and passive. It is crazy. All right, folks, let's move on. Ghost Panther done. Storm worked. ABL, let's get into it. ABXL, right? Let's see. What do we got today? Speed Hero and Blast Mutant. You'll love to see it. Let's go. It's against the rules. Although the rules are kind of shifting as we get a lot more really strong characters, it doesn't matter so much. But we'll let Null tear it up. Take it easy, Lancelot. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. Really appreciate you, brother. Probably going to be close. I could look at the average real quick. I've got it over here somewhere. For Carbo for a native tier 2. Yeah. So total. So you're looking, min, at like 6.2 K Carbo for the gears and 1.2 for the advancement. So you're looking at like 7.415 average total carbonadium. Or a native tier 2, from what I'm seeing here. What's going on, Icon? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Callan Goth. Let's go, dude. That's actually really freaking clever. Let's go check on our tokens because I know we've got an excess, man, and that might have just gotten us our Ghost Panther. Yeah. Good one, guys. I don't know if you were the first one to say that, but that was the first one I saw. That is definitely a great idea. Go check that out. Man, rainy day here, too. It is just, like, dreary out. Crazy. It does that here, though, even in May and June. But it is getting kind of late for rainy days. Actually precipitating today. Oregon, like, has mastered precipitating, though, so. Really? Is that real? Let's go check that out. I want to see both those things. Did you say the support shop? They added... Oh, shoot! Hey, there you guys go. I don't know why you had to tell all the whales, man. Now they're not going to trade me carbonadium for my dimension debris anymore, man. I'm just kidding. If they were all broke for dimension debris already, they're definitely screwed on this. Yeah, a lot of people, it's funny. That elite gear system is probably going to change the way some people actually have to play the game. They're going to have to dedicate a little bit of energy to dimension missions here and there because these items do not come from other game modes as far as I know. You can exclusively get these from the support shop now. Thanks for pointing that out. And the dimension missions themselves are where you get these. And you need them to upgrade your shops, like your craft crafting station, I don't know, the craft menu, and your dispatch shop. You need these to upgrade it, but now you also need them for the elite gears. Let's go check out the token shop. 9,000. It's over 9,000. It's too bad that the rate here is just absolute dog turds, but these things are terrible for the most part, so we're just gonna like let her rip, man. Get some bios. One of the best things we can get out of there anyways. I went Captain Marvel because I can upgrade her uniform if I want to. I don't think we're gonna want to. I think we're just gonna use most of those here, and we'll save the rest for the next character that needs to eat up some bios. I mentioned before we do the rest of Ghost Panther, I'm sorry to like change tracks, change gears here again. Yesterday I mentioned to like the new players, free-to-play players, new players specifically, that my crystal count was not accurate. And I'm a bit bummed because I was trying to like create a surprise about now when we got like, I thought maybe we'd see the epic quest from Adeline Pryor or something like that where we could go, oh man, if only we had some more crystals. And I am going to keep the suspense up a little bit, but I do think it's important to let you guys know, the new players, that I have way more crystals than this. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this, which is kind of sad, but I don't have a way to use it. So now I'm just hiding. I'm like creating a bad illusion. I'm creating a bad look. Yo, guys, what's up? We actually finished the like 5th row. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of character achievements saved up here. I'm not going to show you guys what's in here because it is going to be really fun when we come in here and we hit this button. I'll tell you that right now. I might actually just wait for a crystal purchase that we need, and then we'll come in here and slap that bad boy and have a good laugh at how many crystals we pull out of this at once. But yeah, I just wanted, it just got to the point where I was like, this is like not good for free to play or new players, excuse me, to be seeing like, oh shit, you never get any crystals in this game. You do. I'm just hoarding them all. I was trying to make a fun little event for the stream. There is a lot of crystals in here. Just wanted to go over that. I just felt like I needed to clear that up because genuinely for new players, it's looking like we're not getting any crystals at all. We are. You get a lot of crystals just from building up your account. Okay. So we got our bios. Get back in here to Ghost Panther. Let's awaken our potential. Yeah, let's go. Pretty slick little animation there for someone so old. The Spirit of Hell, son. Let's go. Looking good. More work to be done. We got to upgrade this skill all the way. Pretty spendy gold-wise. Yowzers, man. But that's okay. It's because it's like a level 1 skill. Yeah, you're ranking it up. But we got the gold. We're gonna spend it. Upgrade our skill here. Necessary evil. We got to go to our gears. We got to finish these off. Oh. Let's see how we do here. This is the way Victor does these that just makes me cringe, but here we go. We're gonna do the last step on all of these all in a row. Holy shit! I think this might be the most expensive Transcendent Potential or Tier 3 character we have on the account. I think so. This was brutal steep. Brutal. Yeah, guys, that was rough. Get it off. All right. We have paid our piper. We're good to go, man. And it is a W, guys, because even with the pain, we got the gain, baby. Let's go. Nice. Got another point to our agent badge. Ghost Panther in the house. A nice toot toot for this expensive bastard. Stealing all our lunch money. He was really expensive. The gold cost there was rowdy, guys. It was like, what were we at? It was well over 30 million. So this was like 15, 20 million. About 20 mil for Ghost Panther. That was brutal. Woo! But again, that's why we don't worry about it too much. We pay the piper, we pay the cost. It is what it is. There's no way to manipulate RNG like that. I couldn't have like waited longer and got better numbers. It doesn't work that way. So very nice. Dude, oh, okay, it was the Equip Uru thing. I was like, what you talking about? With the gears. I ain't going any higher. We're done. We're done with your pips. But he's right where he needs to be, man. That's it. So we can send him back into our transcendent potential characters to look nice and pretty and add to our numbers. Very, very nice. And yeah, and we'll work on Storm. We'll have plenty of gold still. It's no problem. We're getting gold every day. And then we get a nice break. Well, I say we get a break, but we may end up going ahead and trying to take Sentry up to level 80. And then leave him there. And if we do that, it's going to cost us some tier 4 mats. We'll do it after Storm, of course. It'll cost us some tier 4 mats and a bunch of gold. But I kind of want to get him up to 80 just because I think 70 to 80 is a big increase in his usefulness. And that'll be a better place for him to sit for a while we upgrade these other 2 tier 4s. And then we're 1 week out from Phylavel being tier 2. And yeah. A thing I'm going to work on, I'm trying to get in and practice for ABXL every day. We're going to go do that. I almost forgot. And also, I'm going through and refining builds a little bit now that we have some extra gold. We've been really, really short on gold for so long that I haven't even been able to like tweak Uru or try and get 4 awaken slots on gears where there's 3, stuff like that, to try and advance our character power. So, really what we ended up with, huh? Ah, it is. And her lead is better. So, there you go. There you have it. Hey, what's up, Point? Nice. Uru are more about plugging holes in your boat, right? So you want to use 2 attack Uru for any DPS. You want to make sure you have your 2 energy attack Uru. And then like you need to look at your details page and you just need to adjust for what you need. So if you're short on ignore defense, use some ignore defense. If you don't have your dodge capped for a rage CTP, get yourself a little bit of dodge. Crit rate, it's really where you just kind of tweak your stats with Uru. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But just make sure you have your attack Uru on DPS. All right, yeah, that's what we're using. Let's go to it. Nice, not bad, Callan, not bad at all. Sentry's a powerhouse, man. He's such a unit. Just for like, especially new accounts. Just does so well, so many places. Dang it, I knew that was gonna happen. You unpredictable little bastard. Fucker. Oh god, missed the 3. Woo! That fell apart quickly. I was doing alright until it wasn't. I don't think we're gonna be able to pull 10 mil out of this. Especially with stinky old ish like that. There we go. 9. You close? Nope, not even close. What's that? Yeah, I will reach 10 mil though, Zobi. That's why I'm restarting. Yeah, gonna restart, yeah. I want that Uru. I think we can get 10 mil if we get that cancel. I don't really remember if we get 10 mil with her, but we're gonna find out. Minimum frame rate, maximum effort. Let's go. That hit us now. That's not even like targeting the boss. That was crazy. Oh, you son of a biatch. He did it again. No! Get it! No! You! Oh, you horker. Oh. It is easy 10 mil if I'll stop using my 4 right before he dashes in the middle. That always bothers me because it's so unpredictable. Like, if you lock him in iframes, she doesn't do that. Like, you have to respect the times with her is what it looks like. Because she doesn't, like... Some characters lock in these crazy long iframes and stuff that delay the frost piece from moving to the center. So sometimes he won't jump to the center on that first one until it's almost the full minute down. And he won't do the second one until, like... 45 seconds into the minute instead of where it's supposed to be, which is at like 40 or even 50 sometimes. It's crazy. So, but with Gamora, it feels different. She just doesn't lock the boss down. He just goes right when he's supposed to every time. In other words, watch your times and don't waste your cancel. More. Alright, and then let him go to the center. This is where I can like do another one, but yeah. Just let him go and then do 3, 4, 5. It'll cancel perfectly. I could have done one more rotation, but it's alright. I don't want to screw it up. I'm done doing this. Oh my gosh, I just did it again. Get there. Yes, let's go. I'm just gonna like let that play out and we'll see if we can get this proc line back up for these last. Nope, we can't. That's okay. I'm gonna get in there. We need it lined up or we're not gonna hit 10 mil. Nope. Proc is late. Oh my gosh, let's go. One more rotation. Nope, it's gonna be just shy. Wow, that's balls. Balls-tacular. Close. So close. I won't make you guys suffer through me doing that again. I'll just pay for it later. Or not. Fine, that's enough. That's enough practicing that. We got other stuff to move on to here. And then... What was it? What was hers? Polaris is better, right? Yeah, 45, and then hers is 40. 45, and... There we go. There we go. Yeah, blue balled hard, man. That was a bummer. That was my bad, though. That was skill, man. That's just like, I screwed up. I held a rotation when I should have gone through with one. And I made another boner mistake, and then just getting the rotation off at the end there, bombed it. That was too much. You have to have that energy block lined up, or it just wasn't doing. That's okay. That's okay. We brush it off. We brush it off. Practice later. I didn't expect that stun at all. That was really balls. Did I miss a... I always feel like I missed a friggin... Odin's might. I think I might have on that one. We'll see. I should have 2 when he goes to the center, right? So... There we go. I should have 2. Go, 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 go. Oh, come on. You son of a bitch. Oh. Well, not too shabby for a level 80. Not too shabby at all. Our Polaris is not tier 2, but if I'm not mistaken, team up skill is the reason you use Cyclops over Polaris. Polaris does not have a good team up skill attack. I don't even know if she enables the team up skill. Bob will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the scoop on Cyclops. Yeah, the co-op skill. Why you do that? Yeah, getting close. Could have been much tighter. I still haven't like practiced this rotation much. It's a pretty wonky rotation, but I think it's really fun. I love the way you dip back and forth with the 1. You're doing like 1, 2, 1 and stuff like that. It's really fun. But yeah, decent. We'll get much better. As soon as we hit the tier 4, get some better supports, get her a rage. A lot of people I know, like people are going to see this and be like, ooh, that's not very great. Keep in mind, I'm not a great ABL player. Also, we're using an obelisk. We're using a 0.8 mini rage obelisk for our storm, and she is not tier 4 yet. So we also need to clean this up. Ay. This is ugly. Get some awakened ISOs in here, man. What is this stuff? Downtown Bumtown here. Yeah, get her some good ISOs on here. Get this up to stage 12. That'll be a really big deal for her. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Frosty. I was going to say, it's not bad, right? 2.4 for a level 80 with a mini rage is decent-ish. We also aren't capped on crit damage. I'm just waiting till we get the tier 4 to finish the gears to see what our stats look like at the end. I don't want to start manipulating stuff too soon. But we are hungry for dodge, man, on this account. Always. We're going to be hungry for dodge till we get it on the cards. So that's just going to be the nature of the beast. The way she goes, man. Man, what else do we have in here for daily? Yep, the one I know I was gonna forget, man. Don't forget to combine your Uru. I don't know how much it matters, but if you forgot every day, you might be in trouble with this thing if you're free to play. There we go. Help you with some teams real quick? Sure, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some extra time today. I'm gonna have to take off after stream here shortly to go take care of a couple things, but then I'll be back and I'll be in Discord on and off today throughout the day. If you guys need any help. All right, my friends, what else we got? Nothing really. We could do some PvP if we wanted to. I'm just trying to kind of like not push myself to bloat these streams with a bunch of stuff. I think an hour and a half is generally about where they're going to land. Hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll do some more account help. We'll do like a mini account help tomorrow or the next day, something like that. Get in some more account help before we get back to next Monday. Yeah, and I'm just going to be farming up gold. Toot for Ghost Panther, getting there on Storm. Scores are getting better. Need a lot more practice, but they're getting better. All right, my friends, thank you all so much for hanging out today. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Appreciate you hanging out during these sort of lulls in the game. Means a lot. If you enjoyed the stream, had fun, learned anything, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps a lot. If you want to see more of the live streams we're doing every day at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, hit that subscribe button. We've also got more guide videos on the way. Member videos should be dropping today or tomorrow. I'm Odin Gray. This is Free to Play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day. Stay safe out there, guys.